Welcome to the Attentive Mind. This is a daily guided meditation practice, and I'll be guiding you through it. My name is Nathan, and let's begin our practice today. Find yourself a comfortable position, preferably seated if you can. You want to find something stable. You don't feel like you're leaning over, you're trying to move this way. You're just stable and clear. You really just want to find something that works for you, though. So if lying down helps or sitting in a chair helps, please do that. There are no hindrances here. And we also keep our eyes open during this practice. It's just another tool to help us pay attention. But of course, if you've learned to practice with your eyes closed, this isn't really an important point. Feel free to do so. But if your eyes are open, go ahead and just leave the screen alone and drop your eyes gently below you. Kind of half open, gazing down. We're not staring at something like picking a spot, but we're also not blurry and buzzed. We just have a nice light, clear gaze directed downwards. You're in a nice, comfortable seated position and your eyes are open, looking down. This is it. You are here. Meditation is a bad word because it comes along with all this baggage you may have learned, books you've read, people you've listened to. And you bring it all here as if we're doing something special. But we're not. We shouldn't even call this meditation. We should call it coming home. This moment. Not attached to this or that. So just settle here. Allow your body to relax by itself. It wants to. There's no effort needed. Just allow the nervous system to calm down naturally. Becoming calm is not the goal of meditation. It is a tool of meditation, not the outcome. So don't attach to trying to be calm, clear, free, or enlightened. Leave it all. What is here right now? Stay. That's all. Everything else is a bad translation of this moment. Just let go. Don't attach. What are you thinking about? I'm probably catching you in the middle of a conversation you're having with yourself in your head. But this is okay, because these thoughts, this chatter, you don't create it. It happens by itself, just like your heartbeat and the sounds of birds outside the window. And because it happens by itself, you can't stop thinking. So don't even try. But we don't have to be attached to thinking. We don't have to give it our full attention. And instead, we just leave it alone. Let it chatter. Let the mind think what it wants to. But just bring your attention to the lower belly, below the navel and above the groin. Just notice this area here. Notice the subtle rhythm of the breath as it rises and falls all by itself. We're not focusing here. We're just becoming aware of this movement in the lower belly. In the same way, you don't have to focus on the birds outside your window in order to hear them. It takes no effort. Just gently stay down with the lower belly and notice the rhythm of the breath. And leave thinking completely alone. What do you discover? And maybe you're lost in a thought again. It's no problem. Let the thought continue on. Just detach. Return to the lower belly. Rising and falling. Come back. Come back to the breath. Gently. right, you can look at the screen. We have a question today. All right. It says, sometimes during meditation, I have these short moments of euphoria. For example, when my mind thinks, wow, this is so crazy. What is beyond my visual field? Yeah, it feels like I get closer to something I cannot describe in words. Very good. But this getting closer is connected with these strong, very positive emotions inside of me, like bliss or love. And what happens then is that I cannot hold that emotion or state. How can I handle these very positive feeling emotions? Should I stoically ignore them? Should I give them more room? I don't really know. Maybe you can help me. Thank you from heart. Yeah. I mean, it's really difficult to describe to people why to even start meditation. Because we can imagine feeling better. We can imagine, what it would be like without being lost in thought. And there's some idea, but it's still just an idea. To really let go of thinking, I have to say it like this, but it's better than sex. It's better than any drug you've ever tried. And because the mind itself, free from thought, before thinking arises, is bliss. It's not, but that's not the right word. Freedom, empty, these are just words. And it's hard to describe. So when you start to practice and you notice, wait a minute, what am I? What sees this? And you turn and you find, what is it? There's nothing there. But whatever this nothing there is aware of everything, is aware of experience itself. And all of the things, of the problems and the worries and the struggles and the frustrations, I'm not good enough, I need to do this more, I don't like this, you like me, I don't like her, blah, 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 that all of a sudden is realized to be like a bad dream. And you know the feeling when you have a nightmare and you wake up in the morning and you're just so relieved that it's not true. The very same thing happens when you recognize the illusion of words. And so when you start to feel blissful, you start to feel love, you recognize what you... But you are not the one. This is a very important point. It's a good sign that you're letting things go. And so what's being replaced is this sense of complete well-being, this strength, this rooted, can't say it because it's not concepts. It's a good sign. But as you say, should I stoically ignore them? What should I do with these feelings? Do the same thing you do with bad feelings. Don't attach. Because I've spent actually a long time when I first started meditating. It was just amazing to let go. But my teacher kind of indicated I was attaching to the bliss, attaching to the euphoria, attaching to the good feels. So I would sit and then wonder, why are those good feels not coming around? Because it's not it. There's something that sees both euphoria and bliss and sees pain and suffering. So we don't attach to either of them. They both arise in what? Stay there. You don't ignore them either, because ignoring is doing something with them. It's preoccupied with them. In the same way, we don't push our thoughts away. We don't ignore thinking. We allow them to be part of this one kind of happening, this experience. But we sit back. What notices bliss? What notices pain? What is this? What looks at this video? Waking up is waking up from both bliss, happiness, amazing, good feelings, and pain, suffering, and frustration, and all the neutral in between. So don't attach to either. You're doing good, though. That's a good sign. But be careful not to be looking for that when you're practicing. You sit and just allow everything to happen. If pain arises, pain's there. If euphoria arises, euphoria is there. What sees it? What sees it? Don't be fooled. Because both are traps. You don't want to attach to happiness. You don't want to attach to pain. You leave them both alone. And then you just stay. Now, I hope that helps. And if you're new here, join the Attentive Mind. If you're interested, I share the ancient technology of meditation, bad word, but just coming home, just coming back to this moment and waking up from the dream of being a little me that's pushed around by the world. It's not spiritual. It's not material. It's not a concept. So if you're interested in learning how to practice, join me. I post a video like this every day. And also, as you see, I've answered questions. If you have a question, please ask it. I will be answering questions here at the end of the videos, or if there are no questions, I will be just doing a short little talk about the meditation we did, or an aspect of meditation that can be useful. But don't be afraid to ask, because your question doesn't just help us, you and me, it helps everyone else who sees the video. Thank you for showing up today, y'all. Thank you for showing up for your life. And as always, without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.